Guys, welcome back to the channel. In this episode we're going to be doing some wild cooking out in the woods using an Outbacker stove. I've got some pheasants that were recently shot a day or so ago by one of my friends and one of the local shoots, and he's kindly gave us a brace, and we're going to be doing, well, I'm going to be crowning the pheasants first, and then we're going to be using them to make a nice creamy garlicky sort of pheasant dish that I've recently saw that I wanted to give a go. The stove is brand new, it's from Outbacker, and it's wood fired. It's got a 3 litre water container on there with a little tap on the back. I'll show you all this in a bit, but we're just going to wait for this to get hot and we're going to crown the pheasants and then we're going to get some cooking done. Right, we've got this lovely cockbird here. I always prefer cockbirds when I'm eating. I don't know why, I think they taste a bit better for some reason over a hen. It's got a nice, obviously, body on it and everything, and yeah, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to quickly crown this, show you how to crown it, and the easiest way I think of doing it is, rather than we're not going to use a whole bird, we're just going to use a crown. So we'll use 2 birds, so I'll do this one, I'll do another one. We'll get these prepped ready to go in and start cooking. So all you do is you spin the bird over, spread the wings and stand on both wings, just so you, obviously, with the breast between you, grab hold of the bird's legs and you slowly pull. And that releases the crown of the bird. So all you do then is get the crown and you remove the rings. Right, so I've crowned 2 of the pheasants now. I'm going to get these cleaned up with a bit of hot water, get them, obviously remove all the feathers and stuff like that. Then what I'll do is I'll take the breasts off the crowns and slice the breasts ready for cooking. I'm just going to clean the pheasant breasts up now in some nice hot water from the stove. Get all that horrible bits off it. Nice and clean. Getting the bits of feathers off. That should be alright that now to put the breasts off. So then I'll just do the same with the other one. Get a bit more water. Do the same with the second one. Nice and hot water that. Put those feathers off. Number 2. Right, so what I'll do now is I'll get a knife out and breast these pheasants. Right, so now we're just going to slice the breasts off the crowns. Just spin these round. Nice sharp knife. One done. You can see where all the shot's gone through this one. That's two. So you got to be careful you don't get any shot. Or you can pick some shot out if you want at the same time. So what I'll do now is I'll clean these up again, then we'll slice them up, do some seasoning, we'll get some butter in the pan and start cooking. Right, so we just cleaned obviously the pheasant breasts up, some clean the knife and the thing and the chopping board. So we'll just slice these up now into little bits, little sections to put in the pan. One thing that I do want to say about the Outbacker stove, it's a great bit of kit, as you can see. So obviously heats the water, you can cook on it. It's even got an oven, so we could have made some roast potatoes, which I think we'll try next time. We'll get some roast potatoes and do a different dish. But we just found out that we should have brought some more water with us because we only brought 3 litres of water. So what we'll do is make sure I bring more water next time. Right, so that's the pheasant ready. And we'll get some butter in the pan now and we'll get it cooking. Get a knob of butter now and chuck that in the pan. We'll see. It would help if I'd have put that on level ground. So I need to get my gloves because it does get a bit hot. It's mistake number one I made the other day when I tried running it. I didn't wear my gloves and I burnt my hands. So get butter all around the pan. Let's get that nice and warm again. And then we'll put the pheasant in, start cooking the pheasant. So just start putting your pheasant pieces in. So while your pheasant's in the pan as well, let's give it some bit of seasoning, a bit of salt and pepper, and we'll give it a stir while it's cooking. Can't ever be too much generous with this. Nice bit of salt. Then stir it up. And you just cook this through. Right, so we're going to add some mushrooms and some onions to the pan in a minute. So while that's nicely cooking away, I'm just going to slice up the mushrooms and get them ready to go in the pan. These obviously give it all a nice thick taste in the sauce when it's comes through. That smells beautiful, that pheasant. I keep getting a nice waft of it while I'm cooking. You don't have to cook this up too finely, it's nice and rustic. It is quite a rustic dish. Just a bit of hygiene, guys. I have actually washed the knife quite a few times. And this also is a different chopping board to the one I use for the pheasant as well. So don't want no don't any poorly tummies, do we? Don't want to kill the cameraman. Now that's the mushrooms done to one side. Let's do the onion. I actually think pheasant's quite an overlooked meat, game meat nowadays. There's not many people, obviously, use it in things, but it is quite a nice, strong tasting meat. And cooked obviously right, it does. It's a very nice dish, which I'm hopefully going to show you. So I'm going to take the pheasant out now because that's had quite a bit of time to cook. Right, okay. Well, and just to give this a bit more flavour as well, I'm going to put some bacon lardons in it. We're going to fry this off in the same juice as what the pheasant's just obviously been in. So we'll get some bacon lardons in there, quite a bit of them as well. Got the pheasant obviously at the side, keeping warm. This doesn't take long to do. We'll get these in, then we'll get the mushrooms and the onions in. Then we'll add back the pheasant and get a bit of cream in there. And then we're going to use these juices. Obviously, first put a bit of water in there to use the juices as a bit of a broth from the bacon lardons and the pheasant while we're cooking. Right, now the bacon lardons is nicely cooked off. We'll add the mushrooms, start them going, cooking as well, and some of the onions. Get them fried off with the bacon lardons, and then we'll start adding a bit of cream. Right, so the only other thing that I like to add to this, and I've been really lazy, is I've got some lazy garlic. Normally I'd chop it up and everything, but it's a bit, I'm not going to lie, we forgot to bring some bits with us. So just 3 bits of garlic, all the smell of that. And just stir that in, mix that in nicely. I'd normally put probably 2 to 3 cloves of garlic in this, at this size. While that's cooking away, just gives it a bit of extra kick, flavour in. Just to let you all know as well, the pheasant actually, put the bowl inside a little oven at the side. You see it's an oven under there. I'll just put that in there to keep warm while we're cooking this. So another 10-15 minutes and that should be ready to add some cream. Right, so I didn't have any chicken stock or any stock with me, so I've kind of just added a bit of water to the juices that are already in it. It's come out a nice, obviously, stocky colour anyway, so we're using the flavours out of the bacon and the pheasant that was already cooked in there already. So I'm just going to let it stew for a little bit longer, and then we'll add a bit of cream and then add the pheasant back into it. Right, so I'll just take the pheasant out the oven. Put that back up there a minute. Shut up, and then we'll re-add the pheasant back to the bacon, all that nice pheasant juice. We'll give that a stir in. And now we'll add some cream. So just use some single cream just to add to it. And then on top of that, so a tablespoonful of some Dijon mustard. And mix it in. Right, we'll just let that simmer away for a bit and then give it another 10 minutes and it should be done. It's a shame I go to put fucking things on it. We've got a bit of sourdough there. Right, so we've had 30 minutes cook time now on top of the stove, and it's looking very creamy and nice and ready to try. So, yeah, bon appetit. Beautiful. You can just taste all the nice gamey flavours from the bird mixed in with obviously all the rest of the bits, but you still get a nice flavour of the bird coming through as well. Mm. Yeah. No, including the creaminess from all that single cream and a bit of garlic, and then the nice after bite of the Dijon mustard. I just stuck a bit of sourdough in the oven to toast a bit that up. So we're dipping in. Yeah, well, that's warm. Lovely. Let's get all them juices from everything. Mm. I really don't think there's a better way of cooking. So, guys, I really hope you really enjoyed this episode of how I cook pheasants, and it's just a really easy, simple way of doing it. And we've just used the Outbacker Stove. Great bit of kit. Really enjoyed cooking on this today. Really simple, and you can literally, it does weigh quite a bit, it's 20 kg, but you know, you can take it to places and use it. It's actually designed for bell tents, I think, for using in warming up bell tents and cooking in there as well. So I'm going to wrap the pheasant up now, and one of the members down at the club's decided he wants to take it home, so I'm going to let him have that. And I'll see you all in the next one. Cheers, guys.